Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, folks, you know what? Every so often I screw up, and I'm a leader, or at least try to be a leader, so taking responsibility is part of it. I mixed up our last two guests, but it's no mix-up for you because they're both great guests. And joining us right now, it's Dr. Edward Jakowski. He is a fitness expert. He is also an author of many, many books, and he's also the founder of Exude Fitness. Dr. Edward Jakowski, thank you for joining us on Liquid Lunch today. Now, I have a veritable potpourri of books on my desk, as you can see here. Okay, Hold It, that's one of them. You got Escape Your Shape, How to Work Out, Your Prescription for First Class Fitness, Escape Your Weight, and the one that I'm looking at, I'm going to get to in a bit, is Fit to a T. But first and foremost, let me ask you this, Doc.
Sure.
What's the overall state of fitness in America right now?
It's funny, it's a great question. The reality is that health club membership in the last 10 years has doubled, but we're 10 pounds heavier per person. So obviously a dilemma exists. No one knows what to do. And secondly, we are accepting our children and adults to be obese. And it's okay to be overweight. Do something about it. Look, your son comes home. He says, Dad, they made fun of me today. I'm overweight. That's it. We're moving. We're going to find a neighborhood that's going to accept you. That's not going to happen. So sit down with them just as you would if they're not doing well in math, Spanish, English, and guide them to be better.
So you say gym memberships are up big, but we're 10 pounds overweight. I notice a lot of these gyms, like the fitness centers and everything, they're in these strip malls now. And then right next door, you got a Yo Quiero Taco Bell, or you got a Chipotle or something. So maybe people are leaving the gym and they're going next door and they're getting a Whopper Jr. or something like that.
Perhaps, but what people need to understand is that what we eat affects how much we weigh. How we move affects our shape. The problem is no one's doing it correctly. The people that need to lose weight are doing too much weightlifting, and the people that need to add muscle to their body are doing too much of that muscle building thing. So aerobically and anaerobically, which means we got to either jog, run in place, do a stationary bike, lift some lighter weights, and be fitness. We only work in medical science. That's what we're about. So every time we work out, we have to do 5 things. We have to do cardiovascular, flexibility, endurance, strength, and what is called body ratio. The percentage of how much you weigh is good fat and how much is muscle.
This is all, to me, doctor speak, okay? I'm fat, I'm out of shape, my body mass index is way over the limit. Don't give me some PhD terminology.
Get on a stationary bike.
What do I got to do to lose a few pounds?
Get on a stationary bike.
All these books and all this other stuff.
Get on a bike. You get on a stationary bike, a recumbent bike, one that supports your back and your knees, and start doing 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. Stretch.
A lot of our audience. First of all, how old are you?
60.
60. You look like Jack LaLanne. You look mint for your age. You're all still built and strong and in shape. A lot of our audience, they're baby boomers, they're getting up there. I asked this to a Marine veteran just a few moments ago, and he was not prepared for the question because he was not you. But what can our audience members at home, baby boomers, 10,000 Americans are turning 65 every day. The way healthcare has come along these days, about one in 4 of those people are going to live to 90. What can they do at home? Do some little stuff just to keep themselves fit. You said it all comes down to how you move. Can they just move around a little more without the bike and the treadmill?
They can. However, that's activity. And activity is different from fitness. And people are trying to substitute exercise for activity. They're not the same. You'll receive some benefits, but not the medical and health benefits.
Got it. So now I'm joking around a little bit, and I appreciate it. You're a great sport. But I want to ask you this. I have, in my life, got granted a few patents. As an inventor, some financial technology and other things. I like to fancy myself an inventor, okay, sometimes. It's so hard to get a patent on a business process because they always ask you, what is the unique point of innovation? And you have all these, things like the doctor this guy, doctor that guy, the Atkins, the this, the keto, I'm in moderate ketosis. And how did you get a patent on a physical fitness system? That's very hard. I know myself firsthand.
I created it from scratch, and in patent law, it's called I am the prior art, number one. Number two, I was able to use and get tests done in a laboratory on what people need to do, and I became an author. So my works were out there, and no one had ever created fitness programs based on body types before. So even though I had a little friction, I had to fight Washington a little bit, it wasn't that difficult because I'm the only one that ever created fitness programs based on body types.
Wow.
So I was
so
fortunate enough to get that.
you're and I've been through this. They call it the point of invention, right? What's the point of invention? It can't be all these other prior arts that you just figured out how to tag them together and now you have some new great idea. There has to be a point of invention that's you. And you were
from the beginning.
You were the prior art. You were the
Correct.
genesis of the art of making physical fitness unique to body styles.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right? Okay.
And that's critical
Now-
because you can work out, and
Now-
that's why people are not following the regimens. They're not motivated because they can't change their body.
Now we know you're in shape and you're also some kind of super genius, okay? In my last minute here, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a magic trick. You wrote this book, Fit to a T. Myself, many of our audience members, my friends, were in our 50s, 60s, who knows, 70s, like my good friend Johnny Saraceno, who's watching every day. What can I do to get myself a little more fit so that I can take 10 shots off my handicap?
Got to add distance. If you're 150 yards away, if you're 155 yards away, you're in the rough, you're sitting up. What are you hitting?
150 yards away, maybe hit a 9-iron.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah, maybe
you
not.
want to. So you have to create club speed and follow.
But how do I
through
get
with your
fit
head.
enough? Because my stomach's hanging out like this,
Your
and I
stomach
can't get
is
through the
nothing.
swing
No,
there.
you see golfers out there with stomachs, flexibility, range of motion, the ability to fire through that ball. So your hips, when you hit that ball, are firing through the ball. The upper body, everyone works out their upper body too much.
It's all here.
It's all
on
in
the
your hips. The upper body's merely holding on for the ride. So if you have good flexibility, you're going to be able to take that club head back, not just further, but with the grip, and then power through that ball, and that's going to get you to hit the ball longer.
You know what Shakira said? The hips don't lie. And one of the places I go all the time is to Shot Shaver Golf for all the tips and tricks of the trade. And you use his fitness, you use Shot Shaver's tips and tricks, and you could be a 21 handicap just like me. Dr. Jakowski, I want to thank you very much for joining us today.
Great to be
You're the
here.
man.
Thank
We
you.
got to have you back. You stay right there. We're going to come back in just a bit, and Frankie's going to rejoin the telecast and rip me apart for all the mistakes I made in today's show. The WTF coming at you right after this.